How to get funded in 2023, a simple process that you can start implementing into your trading in order to become that 6, 7, 8-figure trader you desire, or just consistently profitable in your trading overall. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an experienced trader with 10 years experience behind you. These actionable steps and this simple process that you can use every single day to become 1% better is going to have a huge effect on your trading over time and ultimately improve it very, very quickly. I would like to say thank you so much for the recent, support for this YouTube channel overall. I'm really happy to see that the majority of you are enjoying the videos. If you could just take 2 seconds to please subscribe to the channel. There are so many people who are watching our videos and not subscribed to the channel. If you could literally take 2 seconds, subscribe to the channel, like the video, or even just comment below, it would be a huge, huge help. It doesn't matter if you're commenting your own thoughts. It doesn't matter if you're commenting about if you liked the video, if you didn't like it, if you're giving some feedback, or even if you have any future video ideas. It would be a huge, huge help. So let's get straight into this. People completely underestimate the 1% steps that you can take every single day and how those 1% improvements have a huge compounding effect over time. Ken Carter says that if you improve 1% a day, then in 100 days, guess what? You're 100% better. And what people don't realize is they're so stuck in their little bubble that they want to become better overnight. They think that by watching a few YouTube videos, I'm going to become that consistent, profitable trader. That someday, if I keep watching enough YouTube videos, if I keep buying enough courses, if I keep getting more and more mentors, I will find that missing piece that I've been searching for. And the reality is, you know deep down that that is not how it works. You know deep down it's the actionable steps that you take every single day. It's how you view your losses. It's how you take the lessons from those losses and then carry them through to your next trading day. It's those actionable steps that is going to get you to quicker, or is going to get you towards your goal of becoming a consistent and profitable trader, or reach funding in 2023. So what I want you to do is I want you to actually zoom out of that bubble. I want you to start looking at what 1% improvements can do for you, not just over 100 days, but over 365 days. So a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. What will happen if you take 1% improvements for every single day, or make 1% improvements every single day for the next 10 years? The compounding effect of that is huge. And this is the thing. People do not realize this. They are so focused on instant gratification that they do not realize that is the one main factor that is holding them back. They want it now. They want improvements right now without paying the price for all the lessons that you need to take in order to become that consistent, profitable trader you desire to be. It is this exact quote here that you can use to start basically becoming 1% better every single day. And it's from Atomic Habits, from the writer James Clear. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And this is what people don't understand. People don't understand that it doesn't matter what goals you have, because at the end of the day, winners and losers have the same goals. What's much more important is the systems behind those goals, the systems that is ultimately going to get you to those goals. And when we look at systems overall that are focused around getting you to a specific goal, they are focused not on just how to jump from A to Z, but rather what actionable steps you need to take on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 to ultimately get you to the goal at day 100. It's those digestible steps that you take every single day and execute perfectly that is going to get you to your overall goal. Because this is the thing. You know, like I said, winners and losers have the same goals. So the only thing that separates a winner from a loser is, first of all, the execution, but most importantly, the execution of the systems they have designed. And we'll discuss how you can design those systems at the end of this video. But overall, reaching a goal is only a momentary change. You know, a lot of you could have, I'm sure everyone here has had a goal to become a consistent profitable trader, or to at least get funded this year. Some of you may have reached funding status already and now you want some more. But in order to become better, you need to develop these systems, because at the end of the day, like I said, reaching a goal is only a momentary change. You can reach that goal tomorrow. The loser and the winner could reach that goal tomorrow. But the difference is the loser is going to lose it straight away, because they never went through those 1% improvements that you can make every single day to become better. The winner, who's had the experience and took the actionable steps of becoming 1% better, breaking down his poor habits, routines, his poor decision making, and focused on problem solving, they're the individuals and that compounding effect that's going to win over the long term. The goal restricts your level of happiness. All of these are taken from the Atomic Habits again. But when you focus on the goal, it can become so overwhelming that it almost paralyzes you. The trick is to write broad goals, break them down into more digestible pieces of what needs to be done, on a yearly basis, on a monthly basis, weekly basis, daily basis, and then break those days down even into an hourly basis. When you break it down into much more digestible steps, the goal no longer seems so overwhelming. Now your process, instead of focusing on this overwhelming goal, is rather focused on the execution and your own performance of executing those goals, those 1% improvements that you can make every single day. My main goal for this year is to improve on my sleep. And that means I have to do the basics. It means just shutting my phone off before I go to bed. Stop thinking about trading or business or everyone else's problems before I go to bed. Take the actionable steps each day that I need to take in order to have better sleep, reduce the amount of caffeine I take late at night. And then obviously with my trading goals, it's focused around my daily report card, weekly report card reviews. I have daily report cards where each day I'll look at improvements I need to make. I'll carry those improvements into the next day, and I'll make that my number one goal for that specific day. That could be around my entry, my execution. It could be around psychology. It could be around the fundamental point of or bias that I had on a particular instrument. It doesn't matter. Every single day there's a 1% improvement for me to focus on. And then each week I look at my overall performance. I look at each goal I picked, what still needs improving on. Well, then we'll make that our main actionable goal for the next week, and then we'll have those minor daily goals that we carry forward as well. So each week I'm focused on two goals. I'm focused on a top priority goal and then a low priority goal. And when I carry them forward each week, I'm making 1% improvements every single day. It doesn't matter what level you're at, you can always become better. There is always someone better than you. And when you have that mentality, that underdog mentality, you're going to always strive for greatness. And that's also the great thing about losses. They hold you accountable to strive for greatness, because you have to figure out why you're losing consistently. When you change your perspective on losing, they become beautiful lessons throughout your career. Some of the worst, drawdown levels I've ever had throughout my career have resulted in some of my biggest findings for my own system. It's resulted in some of the biggest improvements from a long-term point of view once I found the solutions to why I suffered those drawdown levels in the first place. Everyone takes it as a personal attack, but if you change your perspective about losing, everything changes. And that's the thing. If you can take each failure or each loss you take on any given day, or whatever improvement you should make on a day-to-day basis, if you take that improvement and you need to improve on a certain area, and then you find a solution for that and carry that forward into the next day and do that every single day, those are the actionable steps that you need to take to become 1% better every single day. That's the solution and the blueprint to having this compounded effect over time of wins, of building up this experience through these actionable steps that is ultimately going to get you to your desired goal. So what do you do? How can you become funded in 2023? How can you become that consistent, profitable trader in 2023? There's 3 questions you need to ask yourself. First of all, you need to identify what you can improve. In order to identify what you can improve on, you need to write a daily report card or a weekly report card, which we'll discuss again at the end of this webinar. What are the actions I can take today to make me a 6-7 figure trader, or to help me towards getting to that goal of becoming a 6-7 figure trader, or just consistently profitable? Whatever your goal is, what are the actions I can take today? In order to find those actions, you must first of all ask yourself, what can I improve on? So when you are able to see where you're lacking, then you can provide a solution for that. If you don't have a solution, you're going to continue to do the same thing over and over again. When you have a solution, you now want to focus on executing that system that you developed to basically fix whatever problem you're having. And then you can also ask yourself, is there any particular catalyst that will speed up this process? Is there people I can speak to? Do I have a mentor that I can talk to about this? Do I need to get a mentor? Do I have a trading psychology coach? Am I journaling? Am I asking myself enough hard questions about myself to really understand my emotional triggers? Am I being true to myself? Have I done enough backtesting? If I did more backtesting, would this be the catalyst that may speed up the process? But that's one thing that a lot of people think, that although backtesting is very important, people think that's the solution to everything. They think, oh, I had a bad week, I must backtest. No, you must look at the trades you took on that particular day and ask yourself hard questions from a strategy development point of view and also from a psychological point of view. It's deeper than just spending 15 hours on your chart, because overall, spending 15 hours on your chart and just going through replay mode does fucking nothing, okay? And that's the reality of it, and you need to start understanding that. You're much more better getting skin in the game, focus on executing, finding out what you can improve on, taking actionable steps each day, creating systems to focus on those improvements, and then asking yourself, what is the catalyst that will even speed that process up more? Some of you may not want to go down that route. Some of you may not want to get a mentor. But it's not until you have a mentor until you actually realize how important it is to have one. When you get a mentor, you'll never do anything in your life again without having one. And that's the reality of it, because it's the quickest, or it's the only way to buy time. The only way to buy time is to buy people's mistakes. And that's why you have mentors. You're not just buying them for their knowledge, you're buying them for their mistakes. You're buying the blueprints that will ultimately help you avoid the mistakes that they did. You're buying the blueprint to accelerate your learning. They took their time, you're paying to accelerate your own progress. And that's something that people don't understand. So 3 questions for the entire year. Today, what can I improve on? What are the actions I can take today? What is a catalyst that will speed up the process? And like I said before, a simple way of doing this is either with a daily report card or a weekly report card. We have both of these, daily report card and weekly report card bundles, so the two of them come together in a link in the description below. But it's simple questions, inserting the date, rating your overall performance. That's the last thing you do once the report is done. Break it down to 3 different sessions. Grade your performance based on the session. You can add in different questions that you might have that you want to track over time. Your risk, and then comments about today. And then the hard questions come. What I learned and improved upon today. Changes I need to make from today. An overview of today. What was the golden trade setup of the day that you missed or caught? And how can you catch that in the future? Because when you start asking yourself questions like changes I need to make from today, that forces you to be curious. And it's those people who have the courage to be curious that will ultimately find the solutions they need to make, that they can then move forward, building strategies and processes that they can use, or actionable steps that they can take in order to become 1% better every single day. And when you have the solution to become 1% better every single day, then you can focus on a catalyst to speed that entire process up. So if you found this YouTube video beneficial at all, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel.